To understand how Ellen's kit works and how to maximize her damage, we need to understand how to get flash freeze charges. The unique thing with Ellen's kit is that if you double tap her dodge button, you'll enter what's called the roaming state, which makes her one of the fastest characters in the game. But this leads into her dash attack, the Arctic Ambush, which has 2 different attacks. The first attack is just by pressing your basic attack button at the target, which is considered Swift Scissors Strike. You'll deal ice damage and you'll gain 1 point of a flash freeze charge. Now, if you see on my screen, I gain 3. That's because I have her Mindscape Cinema 1, so don't worry about that. You will get 1 point. The second attack is when you hold your basic attack button, which is the Charged Scissor Strike. Essentially, Ellen will pause right before she closes her scissors, deal ice damage, and you'll gain 3 points of a flash freeze charge. As you can see on my screen, I get 6 of them. Don't worry, that's just because of the Mindscape Cinema. You will get 3 charges. And if the enemy is frozen, it will always trigger the shatter effect. The other way to get these charges is by using your X special attack. So if you have enough energy and you press your special attack button, you'll perform what's called Tail Swipe. You'll gain 1 charge after striking the enemy. You'll be invulnerable while using this skill, and you can follow up with the third basic attack hit, and I'll talk about the basic attack right after this because there is something important. But if you have enough energy after using the Tail Swipe attack, you can perform the X special attack Sharknami. It'll be a powerful series of slashes in an area that will deal massive ice damage, and again, you will gain another flash freeze charge, be invulnerable, and can follow up with the third hit of the basic attack. Now that you know how to gain these flash freeze charges, let's talk about consuming them. And one of the best ways to use them is going to be by using your basic attack. If you don't have any flash freeze charges, you'll deal physical damage to the target instead of ice damage. So we definitely want to avoid using our basic attack until we have those charges. And once you have them and you use your basic attack, that is called flash freeze trimming. Essentially, you'll just launch up to 3 attacks at the enemy, dealing ice damage, each one of those consuming 1 flash freeze charge, so 3 in total. And as long as you press or hold your basic attack button repeatedly, during the third attack, it'll extend the skill duration. And that all leads into her core passive, Sharp Tooth. So when Ellen launches the Charged Scissor Strike during the flash attack Arctic Ambush, or consumes a flash freeze charge to activate basic attack flash freeze trimming, which are the dash attack and the basic attack that I just talked about, the skill's crit damage is increased by 100%. And note, that is at max. And with her additional ability, Rising Storm, as long as you have a character that shares the same attribute or faction, when Ellen deals ice damage, subsequent ice damage increases by 3% for 10 seconds. This effect can stack up to 10 times, so that's 30%, and repeated triggers reset the duration. Now, outside of her dodge and gaining flash freeze charges, if you use the dash attack Cold Snap, you will consume another charge, which really isn't important. Under assist, the main thing to note is that she has a defense assist, and with the chain attack and the ultimate, just know the ultimate deals some crazy damage. Like, once an enemy is stunned or you have enough debuffs on them, the amount of ice damage this ultimate can do is insane.